Hello everyone and welcome back to Markets Analysis. Today let's talk about HDFC Bank. India's largest private sector bank just crossed 15 trillion rupees in market value, and yet until recently it was the laggard in the sector. But now brokerages are bullish again. The stock is rising and HDFC Bank may be headed for global greatness. So what changed? Is the worst really over for HDFC Bank? Let's break it down. So in this first part, let's talk about the rise and fall. Once the darling of the stock market, HDFC Bank was a symbol of consistency, quarter after quarter of high growth in teens, solid margins, and retail dominance. But between 2021 and 2024, in these years, the stock stagnated around 1400 rupees levels. Meanwhile, ICICI Bank and Axis Bank surged ahead. Investors lost confidence. So, what went wrong there? The crisis. In late 2020, the bank suffered multiple tech outages. Imagine people couldn't transact on UPI, no internet banking services. So the RBI stepped in. It banned the bank from onboarding new credit card customers and expanding digital services. Around the same time, Aditya Puri retired after 26 years in HDFC Bank, and Shashidhar Jagdishan took over as new CEO of HDFC Bank. But the timing couldn't have been worse. Jagdishan had to steer the ship through regulatory pressure, tech overhauls, and lost investor trust. Then came the tough merger. In 2023, HDFC Bank merged with its parent company HDFC Ltd. The idea was good on paper, combining banking and home loans under one roof. But the merger brought balance sheet headaches. The credit deposit ratio shot up from 87% to 110%. This means the bank couldn't lend unless it raised massive deposits. And that's hard, especially when you just merged with two huge entities. Then the turnaround strategy. The main thing that Jagdishan did was branch expansion. Jagdishan made a bold move, grow the branch network aggressively. Since the merger, the bank has opened 1,700 new branches and has plans for 13,000 more by 2028. Why? To gather retail deposits, the cheapest and most stable form of funding. So, in this turnaround strategy, along with branch expansion, the credit card comeback also happened. After RBI lifted the ban, HDFC Bank bounced hard in credit cards. By March 2025, they had 23.8 million cards, regaining the market leadership from SBI card, ICICI and Axis. Then the final stage in the turnaround strategy is technology overhaul. The bank redesigned its core banking system. Now UPI and small ticket transactions no longer clog the mainframe. This tech investment is critical because no bank can grow in 2025 without being a digital powerhouse. Then the financial rebound. So what's the result of all this hard work? Loan growth has improved. Net interest margin stabilized, credit card market share recovered, retail loans are now 15.7% of the book, which increased from 55% earlier. And crucially, Q4 FY25 saw the bank finally beat ICICI Bank on profit and net interest margin growth. So next, the road ahead. Short-term hiccups. Q4 FY25 still showed a 9.2% decline in net revenue, so it's not full recovery yet. What are analysts saying? Brokerages like Motilal Oswal and Ambit Capital have set target prices between 2,250 rupees per share and 2,340 rupees per share respectively, a 17 to 22% upside from current levels. That puts HDFC Bank at $17.75 trillion market valuation company, equivalent to $210 billion. It's as big as Bank of China. So if you speak in the global context, with India aiming for a 10 trillion economy and retail banking penetration still low, only 20% of Indians have retail loan versus 83% in the United States. So the runway is massive here. Analysts believe that HDFC Bank could become a global top 5 bank if it gets its retail strategy, tech and cost structure right. So is the worst over for HDFC Bank? From everything we are seeing, yes, the fundamentals are improving, the vision is clear and the execution is aggressive. But it's a risky journey. Branch expansion, SME lending and tech transformation all requires flawless delivery. If you believe in India's long-term growth story, HDFC Bank may be the best proxy to ride the next decade of growth. What do you think? Will HDFC Bank reach 2,500 per share by next year? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like, share and subscribe if you found this breakdown useful. I will come back again with another interesting video. Until then, have a great time.